Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 382. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Hey, guys.
What's up? And Tony Korkanakis.
Hello.
What's up, guys? Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers, to episode 382. I hope I got the number right. We're getting up there in these numbers. Jeez. We have a lot of movie news here to talk about. We got the Gamecast coming up tonight as well, so I hope you guys all listen to all of our episodes of stuff. Black Panther is coming out this weekend. That's the big news of the week. Let's go through the box office real quick and move into that. 50 Shades somehow does number one again. 50 Shades.
Valentine's Day weekend, man. Get them.
Was this the Valentine's Day weekend? Is that what this officially was?
It's hard to say when it's a Wednesday, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to count Black
Preemptive.
Panther. Black Panther's the Valentine's Day movie.
Well, I mean, it could be, but it's after. It's like Valentine's is so yesterday if you go see Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther is going to be President's Day weekend.
Okay. 38.8 million for 50 Shades, though. That's still pretty good for it, and
For it, it's not that good.
I mean, the thing with 50 Shades, it's like this is the only movie in its genre really that's out, right? So what else is there any other type of movie like this that people could go see? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So
No,
they
I
just
think
keep
that's
making
true.
them because
That's true.
they're probably cheap as shit and make bank for the company for the.
Yeah. All right. Peter Rabbit at number 2 at 25.1.
There's like some backlash on that.
I saw
with,
that.
like,
Allergy
or something.
bullying? Allergy bullying?
Oh my
What was that?
I don't know. I just know I was like, really?
Yeah.
Really? I haven't seen the movie, so I can't really comment on it, but maybe it's pretty severe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The 517.
The allergies are severe.
Oh, maybe. The apparently that's what I read an article about it today. The 517 to Paris at number 3, Jumanji at 4, and The Greatest Showman at 5.
Greatest Showman's still hanging in there, huh?
Yeah, so is Jumanji.
Jumanji was, supposed to be really
Jumanji was a big thing. Showman is on its second run just for Oscar bait, I think.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, but it's already the third week of its second run at least.
You guys feel like I understand I guess I understand them wanting to move the movie, but don't you feel like Deadpool 2 would have done pretty good here? Like pretty well.
What, now?
Like Valentine's Day movie again?
Yeah, I think it would have been fine.
No,
But Black Panther,
probably
man.
better than it would have done.
I don't think it's. I don't think it'll do better than what it will do. I don't think it's. I think it'll do better.
I don't know. You think that Black Panther the next week is worse than Avengers 2 weeks before?
No, I just think that more people would be going out to see it in May. Regardless.
My point was not where Black Panther is. It was more like where, let's just in a bubble.
Deadpool 2, I think, is bad timing. I mean, it's 2 weeks after Avengers and right before.
I mean, it's getting
Solo,
Titanfall.
right?
Like that's kind of what we feel like. It's like the Titanfall effect here. Just like two major film franchises that are gonna just dominate, and then you throw Deadpool in there. But I think Deadpool can hold its own as far as
if it was just Solo, yes.
Well, I just think it would do really well this week. I mean, this is something it could launch with, and Marvel may have moved Black Panther if that was the case. They would have maybe moved it to the end of the month. You think
Marvel
16th?
doesn't move for anybody.
Marvel doesn't move.
We've learned this. before.
We've been through this.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you lost a bet about that.
I think I did. Yep. I'm pretty certain I did Civil War.
Oh. But I think that it wasn't even Civil War. It was Winter Soldier.
Was it Winter Soldier? They didn't move for
No, because BVS got delayed a year or something.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was Civil War for BVS.
Yeah, I thought it was BVS.
Turns out it could have gotten delayed longer.
No, it was.
Yeah, BVS and Civil War came out the same year.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They moved to BVS because Captain America Winter Soldier was.
No,
I think the same day.
I thought
it
that
could
was
have
for
been the
Civil War,
same.
but whatever.
The same movie, because then that'd have to be two.
Yeah. Anyways, opening this weekend obviously is Black Panther. I was just saying that Deadpool 2 has a familiar ground in February. So
if you're saying February, why not March? March would be even better.
Because I'm talking about the last time the movie came out. It was Valentine's Day. So you think
it could have March completely to itself?
It could have. I'm just talking about repeating its pattern.
No,
I hear you. But if you're talking about doing better, May is not good. Why not pick a different month? Pick March then.
I'm just talking about just forget where it is now. doesn't it make sense to launch this movie in February because of the way
No.
the first one launched? Okay.
No.
Forget the other movies coming in May.
May-
Forget the
Dude,
other movies
it
for
should
now.
make-
Imagine if
sense.
Deadpool got launched in like August or something when it was dead month in the summer. It would have done even better
Then
than it did in February.
Okay.
Just
All
because
right.
it did well in February doesn't mean it's going to do well again in February.
I just
don't think
like Star Wars has been stapled as like the Christmas era time movies. You got usually some
not
big
this
Marvel.
year.
No, you're right, but usually that's what we get. So it's weird this year because we have Solo coming, but whatever.
If anything was going to move, I would have thought it would be Solo, just because of the fact that that had such a interesting production.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that should be late June or something.
So-
Mhm.
Anyways, who's going this weekend for Black Panther? Are we all going?
I'm trying to
Not
figure
sure.
out it, but I don't know if I can. Like, this is like the worst weekend. It would have been nice if it was last weekend, but I'm gonna see what I can do.
Yeah.
It's just tough.
I got tickets for Sunday night. I'm going the
Oh, I
latest
might have
possible
to-
part of the weekend.
Then I cannot do that at all.
Yeah,
What
7:45
time is it?
Only
show.
off Friday.
7:45, Corey. If you want to
All right.
meet us up there, come along. So it's the latest possible showing for us because I'm off Monday, which helps. But I actually was supposed to be bowling in the tournament on Saturday, which is not happening now, which is why I couldn't schedule for Saturday. But that's why it was up in the air the whole time. It
Neither
took me
here nor there, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, that's really why I'm going to see it so late. But we'll see. We'll see how the movie is. Hopefully, I mean, Tony, you're going to see it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Movie pass, bitch.
Well,
Yep.
I'm just thinking that'll be that'll be a nice spoiler cast for us because we haven't had one now. And well, it's funny because we had like this run where we were doing spoiler casts like every other week, and now it's been like 4 weeks since our last spoiler
Dry
cast.
spell. Yeah.
Which
So-
there was a few things we maybe could have, but nope.
All right.
Black Panther is projected to do like pretty good this
One-
weekend too.
Yeah.
I think they upped it to 150 now or
it's
something.
been looking at
Weekend?
150 for a while, so we'll see if it actually puts that out. But
I mean, the community is going to go out in droves for this movie. So
Mhm.
I definitely see it doing very well. And
Which
community?
community?
Do you think?
All the communities.
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, it has a very good chance of being Wonder Woman.
yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want to make that bet anymore?
No, it's locked, man. It's locked in.
Oh,
But
that's
I'm
Oh, we
saying-
did lock it. We did lock it in?
Yeah, didn't we?
Okay. Oh, that's right. Right. We did.
We locked it in
allowed
later.
Is it in? Is it in the bet channel, guys? Make sure that's in the bet channel.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get into movie news. Talk about this Venom teaser trailer. So Venom looked amazing, didn't he?
Who?
Yeah, I mean, that CGI was fantastic.
I don't even know why you guys bothered with this trailer. I really don't.
Because it's like
I
Tony,
didn't.
it's
I didn't watch
Tony,
it.
it's like I don't know. It's like when you expect something to be such shit, like you want to just confirm and you want to see it. You want to see it. Like that's the. I don't know. It's like it's that weird like.
I just
pull.
want to validate my opinion.
Yes.
I'm so confused with this movie. That's it's more of a curiosity
I think
than anything.
They're confused with the movie since Spider-Man isn't in and isn't, but it's not in the same universe.
Yeah.
But maybe he'll be there. But nah, he won't.
He'll be in
That's
it. It'll be the
message they've
universe.
sent
It'll be
to
in the
us
universe.
so far.
It'll be in the universe. I'm confident in that actually. Maybe not like mentioning it at all in this movie, but they'll tie it in if it's successful.
I have a goal this week, by the way, guys. I am going to try to make another bet tonight.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
So I'll see if I can get that. I want to try to get a lot of bets going here.
So
That's
do
like
you
my
want to
style.
bet against Jim that will be tied into the universe?
No, I'm not betting on
Because
anything.
it seems like he was
I
fishing for a
can't
bet
put a
there.
horse in that race.
Yeah. No.
Who knows what's going to happen with that?
No.
I know.
Plus, it's October. That's a good month to come out. If you're
Oh
gonna
sure,
do Venom.
yeah, it's not a bad spot for it, especially because it seems like it's going to be that like alien kind of vibe movie. I just wish they had showed us Venom in a Venom trailer.
Honestly, I didn't care that Venom wasn't in the trailer.
It could have been any trailer though, Corey. I mean, it didn't like what made that a Venom trailer? Like what made that the trailer for Venom?
I had symbiote stuff going on, I guess.
I don't know.
But like
it looked like the trailer for Life, starring
Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds.
Well, yeah,
whatever.
but this is Life 2, starring the what's his name, the guy playing Venom.
Well, that
Tom
looked
Hardy.
like it was
Tom
a
Hardy.
Venom trailer itself. I remember when that
Exactly.
came out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It could be Life 2 instead, and we don't know.
Maybe it is. Maybe
Well,
they're
maybe it is.
tying
Maybe
those
this is
together.
maybe this is the big joke on us. Like they're gonna Cloverfield us, where they're just like, oh, surprise. So
No, I mean, again, like I don't care that Venom wasn't in it yet because I don't care enough for this movie to care
I just
for
wanted to
it.
see it.
But
I wanted to see what it looked like. That's my
I think-
that's my
I think
curiosity
it's
level.
too early. It just seems like all of a sudden the movie's coming out. Like, wait,
Well, apparently the filming had just wrapped 2 weeks before the trailer, so there was no chance
Yeah.
he was going to be in this.
I mean,
yeah.
unless they were working on the CG effects way early,
Yeah.
but
Well, I also hope that's
All he
part of
needed
the
was, like,
idea.
him to like come out of the shadow or something,
Yeah.
like his tongue lick or something.
I mean, it is okay to leave something to the imagination, I think, in a trailer. That could be like the big sort of like, money shots of the film or
And again,
what
it's
that
more of
actually looks like.
curiosity. I mean, it's just like how are they gonna make this work? I'm very curious to find out.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
it probably won't.
That's the curiosity level for me. I don't expect this to be any sort of good movie. Like this is going to be one of those bet movies. I have a feeling, guys. But I
Catwoman levels,
But I am
you're
curious.
saying.
But I am curious of it. That's what I mean. Like I gotta see what this looks like. I'm not gonna watch it, but I want to know what it's going to be. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Is it going to be an X-Men Origins Catwoman, or is it going to be?
I think it's going to be a Wolverine. Yeah, the origins.
Well, that's much better than Catwoman stuff.
Yeah, I won't go down as far as Catwoman on this, but yeah. Let's see. Netflix. We talked about it last week, buying Cloverfield and launching the movie in the same week, same day, with the trailer. But apparently they reported they paid just over $50 million to exclusively have that movie rather than go to the theaters. So that doesn't seem like that high of a price.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't sound astronomical.
I wonder what
But at the same time, like, what was the budget for this movie?
I'm that, and also wondering what the studio was projecting, because if they were like done at 50 million, I mean, what were they projecting? They must have been down in like, I want to say they were looking at 30 million.
Oh,
And
yeah.
did you watch this already?
Seems
No, I
about
haven't
right.
seen it yet. So I'll be clearing that up soon, though.
It's one of those things where I bet you Netflix is like, okay, cool, exclusive content.
Yeah, and for the price they're paying for other things, this was cheap for them.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Disney's streaming service. We have news from that. They have announced that they will indeed carry a Star Wars series and a Marvel series on their streaming service. However, the current Marvel series, like Daredevil and Iron Fist, all the ones on Netflix
Punisher.
and on Hulu, for that matter, will not be coming to their streaming service. They will stay where they are and be shows because they're R-rated content, according to them, and there will not be any R-rated streaming content.
Runaways is R-rated content?
Well, anything in the future. So the idea here is what I read was that any future content they're releasing will be on Hulu that will be R-rated. So Netflix is pretty much done with series. They're not getting anything. But Hulu will probably get more Marvel series.
So, Cloak and Dagger is coming out to like ABC Family or something like that, right?
Yeah, and that'll be. I'm sure that'll stream on there too at some point. But unless maybe they'll change that to one of their streaming shows because But hey, they're gonna do a Star Wars streaming show, right? Finally, a TV show for Star Wars.
There's been a
cares?
few.
Well,
Too much.
an actual live action TV show. That's what I'm
All
reading
right.
it as. So, so no R-rated content on their streaming service, which also covers movies. I mean, they just bought a huge. Well, they haven't closed the deal yet, but that's a huge amount of property they bought from Fox. Which there's a lot of R-rated content mixed into that.
Yeah,
So-
I would say so.
I don't know how is that planned then? I mean, let's just take the superhero movies and Alien. I mean, there's two, like you have Deadpool, you have Wolverine is now R-rated. You have
Either of those need to be all the time. So that's what people's fears were when this was bought, that maybe you'll get a different version of them going forward, and
yeah.
still might.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see. Yeah, it's interesting. We don't have a launch date for that yet, but
Still a year or two out.
it'll be I think it launches later this year. So
No.
yeah, I think it launches later this year.
I think
Oh,
they
do we
said-
get a bet?
I would bet on this. Absolutely.
Didn't they
I was gonna
say-
say, what do I smell?
They said like 2019 right at the beginning, didn't they?
No, I think they said later this year, or early 2019.
I mean, it's not like money. Like, they're just leaving money on the table the longer they wait for it. So,
they have the content already.
I
mean,
can see it.
yeah. Okay, then finally on the news, we have Joaquin Phoenix rumored as the front runner to play Joker in the standalone movie.
The Origins film.
Talking about Origins movies,
He's a whopping. I looked this up when I read this. He's a whopping 3 years younger than Jared Leto, by the way. Even though people probably look at them and think he's older.
I don't think this is a factor of being younger, Mike. I think it's a factor of being better.
That's not the point, though. If they're going to make it,
I mean, I don't think Jared Leto's a bad actor. He was just given
an origins film that's so removed.
This movie is a standalone movie. Again, will not be in the universe of these other movies.
Yes and no, but if they're making an origins film for a reason,
how do you have an origins movie of the Joker and not have Batman? Is this the same conversation we just had with Venom? Did we just do this?
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
but no, it can be the backstory of like the Killing Joke without the modern day aspect of it. Then you have a boring Joker origin story.
Yeah,
but
I don't think anybody would watch this movie.
No. I mean, I don't know how many people are going to see Venom in that same thing. I mean, you're dealing with...
Yeah, I'd see this.
There are
has
some
more
interesting Joker stories.
Yeah,
it's just
Joker alone is more interesting than Venom alone. Venom is literally like a negative version of Spider-Man.
Well, you can argue that Joker's the negative version of Batman.
Joker's
not as much
tied
as Venom,
to Batman, but
Venom
he's not
has no character. Like Joker is a character, and there are stories that.
But what are you gonna do in a Joker film?
With no Batman. Yeah.
Right.
It's an origin, so they're just gonna show how this guy goes crazy.
Cool.
It's gonna be like the flashback part of Killing Joke is what I predict it would be.
Yeah, boring and dumb.
Yep. Yeah. All right, so that's all the movie news.
But still,
that's all the movie news this week. Let's get into what we've been.
No, you missed something.
What did I miss?
You posted it specifically for Corey. Star Wars Episode 9 hires the Blade Runner 2049 art director.
Oh, I completely missed that. You didn't put it in this article. You didn't put it in our document.
No, I know. Right.
Yeah. So the Episode 9 hired the art director from Blade Runner 2049, which you Corey. Now I am excited, and I haven't seen Blade Runner. The way that you talk about that movie, I'm excited to see Episode 9.
My favorite movie of last year, and the art direction was a huge part of it. So very exciting.
Yeah. Didn't they nominate him? They were nominated. Did they win? Or they haven't gone yet? They're nominated for an award. Actually, he is.
Yeah, he definitely deserves it. Yeah. But like, as far as what Star Wars can do and can be, like he's got a great canvas to work with there.
That's true. It's also funny though, but
it'd be very exciting to see what they do.
Well, of the criticisms of The Last Jedi, though, none of them were art direction.
No, and that the art direction that was great too. And I thought the Last Planet, the Salt Planet, whatever, was really cool with the white and the red.
You know what's funny though?
Crate. That's what it's called.
I think that they liked what Rian Johnson did in that movie. Like we're talking the executives here.
Visually or just overall?
Visually, I think they definitely like that. And I think a lot of the positive feedback, like you said, Mike, has been that. So when you bring J.J. Abrams back in, no offense to J.J. Abrams, but he has a very distinct style of lens flare movies that, gets old. So maybe this is to counter that. You know what I mean? Like you want J.J. Abrams on the project, but you don't want his flair that much. You know what I mean? Like
flare. Yeah. Keep those pins at home.
Yeah. So I think that's what I see this as, really.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, that's very exciting to hear because obviously everybody's going to be super hyped for Episode 9 no matter what. But if it looks awesome too, sign me up.
Well, we'll see. We got a whole, what was it, 2019 for that one? It's Christmas of 2019. We got almost 2 years still. So, all right, that's it for movie news. Let's get into what we've been watching. Tony, I don't know, have you checked anything new?
Nah.
All right, Corey.
Let's see. Trying to remember. I haven't really watched too much because I just was catching up on stuff that I've been watching. Mostly just Olympics, really.
Yeah, I've been watching the Olympics as well. Not much. Have you noticed how hard it is to find it this year? Like, I can't find it on TV.
They have a bunch of different channels.
It's stupid because they have the prime time on NBC, but then they play that on NBC earlier in the day a little bit too. And so it is difficult to find like all the stuff you want. And then the NBC app or the Olympics app is ridiculously stupid because you have to have a cable subscription, even though you can watch NBC for free.
Yeah,
you can't stream it because you don't have cable subscription.
I did like that. Did you notice the Super Bowl was free to stream?
Yeah, I mean, like,
I thought this would be.
it's
I
the
thought this would be.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
The
Olympics.
Olympics are worse.
Give
man.
me a
You
freaking
can-
ad here and there. That's fine.
When
But
it-
let me
yeah.
stream my freaking.
You know
Olympics.
how,
I
like-
wanna support that shit.
if there's ever a highlight from a past Olympics, only the channel that currently owns it has the right to show it. Like, you see all these like photos on every other thing. It's ridiculous. The rights tied to the Olympics are like so like, fought over and like protected. It's ridiculous
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time.
It's terrible. I mean, the opening ceremony was really cool though. Got to watch that. And
They had like the most amount of drones ever in one sequence.
that was pretty sweet though. How
Yeah.
they like formed the snowboarder and everything, and the Olympic rings.
Yeah.
Intel definitely got a lot of hype from that, I would
Yeah.
imagine. But that was awesome, and yeah, just how they went from the history of Asian cultures in general. It seemed like they were just pulling a lot of Asian cultures, not just Korean culture, but so that mostly just Olympics really, and
Cool.
just like it is something that's really cool to see come around every 4 years, and I do get excited for the winter games. I think there
I
are
just-
probably more winter games that I enjoy than summer games.
I just finished a round of curling before the podcast here.
Nice.
Yeah, I just watched the
mixed.
the Olympic athletes from Russia defeat the Netherlands, I believe, for the
Okay.
bronze. So
Nice.
um,
Yeah, no, I watched that the mixed like man and woman one, and it's so
that's
funny
what it is.
because
It's mixed. Yeah.
they're chasing it down instead of like having one guy like do the thing and then the guys on the side.
It was weird that
Curling's
they
always
chased their own down. That's really weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I just watched that actually. So, but you guys think it's weird with this Olympic athletes from Russia? I mean, I find everything.
I
see
think
this-
that it's wholly like if you weren't like caught in a scandal, you should be able to compete. And I do appreciate that they're competing as the Olympic athletes
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
Russia, because the Russia should not get any credit whatsoever for any of this.
Okay. I mean, I'm for them competing. I just find it really weird that, they're not really representing their country. They're representing the Olympics.
Did you guys see that the American men's and women's team wear superhero themed outfits during the runs?
I did not see
think-
this.
I think the men wore Captain America themed suits, and the women's was Captain Marvel.
Nice.
Cool.
The one Russian chick who is also like who's probably like favored to win the singles ladies. She's like a huge anime fan, and she didn't do it at the Olympics, but she actually competed in a Sailor Moon outfit in Sailor Moon theme.
That's really fun.
Well, we had what skaters went to
the
anime
Japanese
thing? The Japanese
pair of Japanese skaters actually danced to a theme song from an actual anime about ice skating. So like the internet went
Nice.
crazy.
Yeah,
when
that was
happened.
pretty funny. Pretty cool. As an anime fan, I like that. But Mike, what have you been watching?
Nothing. I mean,
I guess- I mean, Shield's on break, so we don't have that.
Shield's on break. Maybe I can catch up with it now when it gets to the 4th episode. But I finished reading a comic. After that big event that happened with Batman that you heard about a few months ago. A certain relationship thing he does. And the follow-up to that is this weird sort of comic where he recounts a flashback to his one of his darkest days during the war of jokes and riddles when Riddler and Joker just go to war against each other and it consumes everyone. And it's an interesting. I kind of am annoyed that it's like a flashback. He's literally telling this to who he's talking to about this is late year one for him or after his first year. But it pushes the boundaries of one of his hard and fast rules in a way that I'm okay with. I mean, I'm a little dicey about it, but I'm okay with what they did here. And if you want to look into something like that pushes the boundaries of what Batman's all about, especially something that's told as a flashback to the end of his first year with
Is he
someone
shooting
like this.
people?
No,
Okay.
but it is interesting what could have happened and how it doesn't happen. So it's worth watching if you can, or worth reading if you could get past sort of a flashback in the middle of something else that seems kind of urgent, but I guess isn't that immediately urgent.
I've been reading the Marvel Champions comic book, and it's kind of annoying because they do have series storylines that require you to read other comics, and so you read issue 14 and then you go to 15 and missed a whole bunch of story because like there are 2 comics in between that you had to read the Avengers and like whatever. It's like, well, I don't know. Like, I just want to follow these characters. Why do I have to like
Yeah.
go to these other
Marvel
comics?
Marvel Comics is rough for me at the moment. I don't know, like
Comics in general,
There's-
it's always tough to jump into something like that's the problem.
I mean, the thing is, like, I'm starting again with Rebirth for DC, so you can start with, your favorite books from the more or less beginning there, and so I'm
Well,
on,
that's
like,
the whole
fourth
point of
volume.
that is to get people
I
back
know.
on board.
And
Like New 52 Batman was fantastic because
Yeah.
there wasn't a
Yeah.
lot of that where you had to go out. To other
I thought
comics.
that was pretty well contained too. But yeah, I don't know what's going. The only Marvel book I'm reading right now is Old Man Logan, and soon that'll probably be ended or irrelevant
Yeah.
when they bring back normal Wolverine.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens there. But I didn't really watch anything. I've caught like one snowboarding event. I'm not following curling,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
All right. Besides the Olympics, I've actually been watching I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I'm up to episode 43 now. That's a lot. I started on 28 because I didn't.
Oh,
really-
okay.
Yeah, I didn't remember where
Right.
I left off, so I just started basically once Frieza, the end of Frieza, right at the end actually. I remembered
Yeah.
what episode that was because I'm like, I should have just skipped this to begin with. So I remembered that this time and I started there. So I finished the whole tournament and then I just got done with the filler episode that happens after the tournament, which is still funny.
Baseball?
The victory party.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which is still funny. I feel like that's a filler episode. I don't know why. Just because nothing happened, and it's just like I actually enjoyed that. It reminded me of like older
Sometimes
Dragon
like
Ball
filler
fillers.
episodes are nice when they're just like the one episode, take a break, and then you go back into a new storyline. I hate though when they just like you have nothing but filler episodes for like months, and it's
Yeah.
like, well,
Years.
this is dumb.
They had
Yeah.
what was during the episodes, like they had some flashback to the older show episodes, and you're like,
Mhm.
Jesus, the animation sucked in this older show. Like you're just like, wow, Super looks so good compared to these older shows.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like Super got really low in the first year. It was really
Yeah.
rough. But I mean, if you look at the low points of Z, it's just like, oh wow,
Yeah,
that looked really bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so that's
That's
pretty
exciting.
much it for me. I didn't get to watch the last episode of Discovery, the Star Trek Discovery yet. It's on the finale hit, but I'm gonna watch that soon. So, and I'm gonna start
They
how
got
much money
you,
have
man.
you? How much money have you paid to see this
$6. So
total?
yeah, they give you
Oh.
one. They gave me like the 2 weeks for free, and then I got hit for that one bill. So
Oh,
the new one's coming up in the 20th. I have to get it done by the 20th, so not a big deal.
How many episodes a season? Like 12?
12, I think. Yeah, 12. So I liked it a lot.
Thanks.
I liked
Yeah.
it a lot. So I'll
Or
actually.
CBS.
No, not keeping, but coming back when it's back up again. So I'll
Okay.
go back to it.
So
I liked it that much. I come back.
Oh man,
I'm gonna watch
just-
It's working.
on recommendation of a friend of mine. I am definitely starting Altered Carbon, and that's probably
yeah,
starting up
definitely.
tomorrow. Yeah,
I heard that was good.
I heard that's
The
excellent.
book was fantastic. So I've been wanting to watch that, and I downloaded it actually to watch it, and then I have not
Yeah,
watched it yet.
I'm gonna definitely. I think I might start
I'm
that tomorrow.
not a big fan of the lead actor, but
it was
I
just
heard
like
visually
that.
though, Corey visuals. I heard they were amazing. So,
no, I mean it's got that same kind of Blade Runner esque
Yeah.
aspect, and the whole body swapping stuff is very cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know how far because and this is what I wanted. Like this is a book that's fantastic, and now they turned into a TV show on Netflix.
So you have more
Not-
story.
Yeah, not like the Dark Tower where you make this convoluted like mashup of different story plots from this like epic storyline, epic book series, and you just turn into like an hour and a half
Well,
movie.
they said that the Dark Tower series is still in production.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like this is what I wanted. Like Altered Carbon is what I wanted. I thought it was going to be a movie when I first heard it was coming to Netflix, but then I was like, oh, this is even better. This is
Yeah.
going to be a TV show.
I'm gonna check it out.
Think it follows the whole. It may follow the whole book, but they said there's going to be a season 2. So
Oh,
and I
okay.
think there was a sequel to it. So
Okay. All right, that's it for the movie cast, I think. So thanks for
Just one thing I just read right now. It sounds like an April Fool's joke, but I just want to mention it. Christopher Columbus to direct Five Nights at Freddy's movie. There we go.
I heard that
Wow.
too.
All right, that's way okay.
To
Rumored.
bridge us from movie to, well, someone tweeted Blumhouse, I guess is a production company, tweeted director's chair and Freddy Fazbear like chair next to each other.
You know,
So-
we did talk about the Venom trailer, but you didn't talk about Cable's trailer. That was a fantastic trailer.
Oh, that was a great trailer.
Yeah, the Deadpool trailer was mostly Ryan Reynolds filling the screen with jargon, but did have some great shots of. Oh, lost Tony for a second. Had some great shots of Cable at least. So it was short.
Yeah.
Though. It was short.
No, I mean, well, it was a good teaser. I don't think it was that short. But like as far as what we got, like it was fantastic. Like the little Thanos nods in there, really good.
Yep.
Yeah, they were pretty funny. Yeah.
And then I got the stones you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the jab against the Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
With
The
CGI,
mustache.
The mustache.
What are you trying to build, like taking a mustache off or something? Yeah. All right.
Cool. All right, that's going to wrap up the Moviecast. Thanks for tuning in. Write us podcast at allycangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter, allycangeek, and like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tune in to the Gamecast coming up, and next week's Moviecast, where we'll maybe a spoiler cast of Black Panther. We'll see. All right, thanks.